just Candice Patton always attracts the bigger crowd, so that's how it goes.
No big surprise.
Who do I pay later for feeding my ego?
So last season, very unfortunately, ended in heartbreak for Iris, and if that newspaper headline is any indication, it looks like more heartbreak is ahead. How's Iris doing with all that this year?
Always. I feel like Iris is just always in trauma and crying. I feel like most of what I've been doing the last 6 seasons is crying. But yeah, we pick up 10 seconds after season 5. Obviously, the death of Nora is still very fresh for Barry and Iris. We watch them both try and deal with it in their own way, maybe not in the healthiest of ways, and very early on we watch them come to the conclusion that they've got to properly grieve Nora to move forward and get back to being Team Flash, and also ultimately getting to, you know, deal with the crisis on Infinite Earth. Yeah.
So there's a new villain this season. How much interaction will Iris have with this person?
I don't know. So far, not much. Granted, we're only on episode 2. I imagine that none of us are going to escape this villain. I'm sure we'll come to blows at some point. Iris is always kind of finding herself in the middle of things with her reporting and being nosy, so I'm sure their paths will cross.
How much of Iris the reporter are you going to see this coming season?
A lot more. From what I understand, I was saying earlier, I was like, I have trust issues, so I don't know. We'll see. They say that to me every year in season 6. So, but I do think we're finally getting into it. We saw Iris, you know, start her own newspaper last season. She has a new office. This season, we're going to see my character there much more. She's hiring a team of employees. We're really moving towards that idea of the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist that we know from the comics. So I'm really, really excited about that. I didn't want the show to end without us doing that. You know, comic book fans know her as this ace reporter, and so I wanted us to get to that before it all is said and done.
So we're learning more about her in her professional life. Are we going to be delving more into her personal life as well? Because we heard there's going to be more details, nuances about each character.
Yeah, I think we're really going to, you know, every episode is going to be more focused on certain characters, so we're going to get to learn a lot more about certain characters. I'm really excited about that. Obviously, I feel like Barry, Iris, Joe, we're kind of the heart of the show, so I don't think I can escape, you know, the family and the love of it all. So I think we'll definitely be dealing with those issues. Also, you were saying the date change of the newspaper. There's obviously, you know, a lot of heartbreak potentially coming.
How about lots of joy and happiness?
I hope so. I would love for them to be, I don't know, someone was mentioning earlier, like, is Iris going to get pregnant, you know? So there's always potential for joy and happiness, yeah.
Are we going to be looking forward to maybe another girls' night episode?
Oh my gosh, forgot about that. I would love that. I don't know. Maybe during the crossovers, there's a moment for the ladies to get together and, I don't know,
Iris
commiserate.
and Lois, reporters on the town.
Listen, it's such a missed opportunity, I feel like. You got these two, you know, iconic reporters. I feel like they should know and meet each other. So who knows? It's not impossible. I would love that.
So you guys have had a great variety of directors over the years, both internal and external. Is there anybody you're looking forward to in the coming season?
I think our thing is we're trying to have a lot of repeat directors. So, I mean, there's people that we obviously love and we want them to be back and continue. And so we're really working with people who we love and are in-house and that get our show and are passionate about our show and know our voice. And for me, I'm always pushing like more diverse people. I want to see more black women behind the camera. You know, just people of color in general. More women, especially just more women. I know these visually heavy shows can be very intimidating, or people think they're intimidating, but these opportunities need to be given to people, and so, yeah.
Any interest in yourself?
Someone asked me that before. Never say never. I think before I leave the show, it's something that I'd probably definitely do. I'm very much an actor, and I'm a person who, you know, I don't ever want to do something just for the sake of doing it and saying I did it. I have to be passionate and invested in doing everything I do. And I'm still very passionate and invested in being an actor. That's my calling in life, I feel like, and that's where my head's at, and I want to do this character justice, and I want to stay in that lane. But I think, you know, before I bow out of this show, whenever that may be, I think it's possible that I could do it, just not right now.
You ma-
How is Nora's sacrifice affecting the West Allen family? Is there tension, or is it kind of bringing them closer together?
I think a little bit of both. I think grief is never an easy thing for a family to deal with. Barry and Iris have a common goal, which is to stay married and deal with everything together. So I don't think there's any fear of that, but it's definitely not easy. But yeah, I think the thing you can kind of always fall back on is that they love each other and they want to see it through together.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
We get Grant. Yeah.